In this session, I will discuss about one important networking concept as NAT, Network Address Translation. I'll guide you in this session in which scenario cases do you use NAT in Google Cloud Platform project so that you can easily understand it. Guys, let's get started. Cloud NAT, Network Address Translation, is a service provided by a cloud computing platform such as Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Services, AWS, and Microsoft Azure. It allows virtual machine VM or instances in private network to access the internet without exposing their own public IP addresses. NAT is a technique used to map multiple private IP addresses to a single public IP addresses, enabling communication between private network and the internet. It allows your resources in the cloud to connect to the internet or other virtual private cloud VPC without needing public IP addresses for each individual resources. This is important concept in virtual private network. Guys, cloud NAT. Now guys, I'll guide you how the cloud NAT works in the cloud computing as like private IP addresses for your resources. It means guys, instead of assigning public IP addresses to your instance in the cloud, Cloud NAT lets them use a private IP addresses within your VPC. This improves security and reduce cost associated with managing public IPs. Private network. Cloud NAT is often used in conjunction with a private network where instances communicate with each other using private IP addresses. Outbound traffic. When instance in the private network needs to communicate with resources on internet, for example to download, update or access external services, it sends its traffic to the cloud NAT services. NAT gateway for outbound connection. Guys, cloud NAT creates a dedicated NAT gateway that acts as a traffic intermediary. When a resources with a private IP addresses wants to initiate outbound connection, the NAT gateway translates its private IP addresses to public IP addresses from its own pool. This allows the traffic to reach its destination on the internet or another VPC. Guys, internet communication. The translated traffic is then sent to the internet on the behalf of instance. From the perspective of external services, it appears as if the traffic is originating from the public IP addresses of the cloud NAT services, not in individual instances. Guys, the inbound traffic from internet is not directly allowed to reach the instance in the private network. Instance can initiate outbound connection, but incoming connection are typically not allowed unless specific firewall rules are configured. Now guys, I hope so you understand how the cloud NAT works in Google Cloud Platform. Now guys, I'll guide you in which scenario do you use the cloud NAT in the Google project. Google NAT in Google Cloud Platform is commonly used in scenario where you have a private network of virtual machine instances and you want to these instances to access the internet while maintaining a level of security. Here couple of scenarios as you can see here. Securely connecting private instances to the internet, connecting to on-premises resources, connecting instances across VPC, scalable outbound traffic management, cost-effective solution for managing public IP and more. Guys, securely connecting private instances to the internet. This is the most common use cases. If you have instances without public IP addresses that need to access external services like API or other website, Cloud NAT provides a secure and efficient way to achieve that. By translating their private addresses to the public IP from the NAT gateway, you avoid exposing the instances directly to the internet, reducing the attack surface and improving security. Similarly guys, connecting to on-premises resources, like if you have a resources in your on-premises network that your GCP instances need to communicate with, and Cloud NAT can be used to establish this connection by acting as a bridge between your VPC and on-premises network. It allows your private instance to send traffic and receive the traffic from your internal resources securely. Guys, connecting instance across the VPC, Cloud NAT can also be used to connect instances across different VPC within your GCP project. This allows resources in one VPC to communicate with resources in another VPC without needing and configure to complex routing rule or dedicated gateways. This is the advantage guys. Guys, as you can see here, couple of benefits of Cloud NAT: improve security, reduce cost, simplified management, scalability. By using private IP for your resources, you minimize their exposure to the public internet, reducing the attack surface and improving overall security. You only need to manage a smaller pool of public IP for the NAT gateway compared to assigning individual public IP to each resources. Guys, Cloud NAT is fully managed service, eliminating the need to configure and maintain your own NAT instances. NAT gateway: a single NAT gateway can handle a large number of outbound connections, making it ideal for highly scalable application. Now guys, I hope so you understand what is Cloud NAT in Google Cloud Platform, and in which scenario cases do we use the Cloud NAT in GCP project. Thank you and have a great day.